Welcome to 334 Tactical Outdoors. Today I'm out here with this Motorguide XI3 trolling motor. The vendor that I just bought it from only had it in the 48-inch shaft. They didn't have the 36-inch shaft, and I'm mounting this on my Perception Outlaw 11.5, so I'm going to take it down to a 36-inch. That way it fit on my kayak a little bit better. I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera in a little bit closer, show you the process of cutting this down. It's simple, it's very easy. I appreciate you watching this. If you find the video helpful, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I got a lot more to come here. If you have any questions, just leave me a comment. All right, there ain't but a few bolts here, or a few screws. Forgive me for that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got the one that's holding up against the shaft here. So we're gonna start with the one right here at the shaft. Go ahead and break it loose. You got a nut right here on the back side. It's held in by the head of the trolling motor. Just slides out of there. Gonna go ahead and break these 5 screws loose here. All right, and then the head comes off there. I'm gonna go ahead and just slide this off. So then all you're left with here is just your wiring. You're gonna have to cut this wiring down anyway, so what I'm gonna do is just go ahead. I'm gonna cut it right here on each end. And that'll let that go. We can slide that right on out. All we got here is just a shaft, so what we're gonna do now is just measure and mark this on down. Get you turned here. If you're measuring from down there on that end, if you hold it against the base of the motor and look, you got a 48-inch shaft. So what I'm gonna do is just take a foot off of it. We're gonna go back to a 36-inch shaft there. So let me get this marked up, get us a ring around it. All I'm doing is taking a foot off of it, so I just turn my tape around and marking it in the end, and we're gonna mark it there at 1 foot. Alrighty. Now this is where you want to protect your wires. Now I've got a 1/2-inch piece of galvanized steel. You can use PVC conduit or whatever you got that'll go down in the shaft to hold the wires. That way when you cut this right here, as you can see, mine goes well past my mark there. So this galvanized steel just helps protect my wires from getting cut. So I'm gonna take a jigsaw, get the camera a little bit more out there. Now all I'm gonna do is just go around my mark right here with my jigsaw. I got my pipe slid up in the shaft there, so let's get this thing cut. Just like that. Pull my rod back off there. That was just protecting my wires. And I'm just going to slide the head of the trolling motor, the bottom base, and all I did was put the base of the head back on. That way I could just mark my hole on both sides there to get my drill out to put that back through. Now this bolt is a 1/4 inch. That's what these holes are. They're just a 1/4 inch hole. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill out a 1/4 inch hole here. Where I marked it on each side of the head here, this side and this side. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick my pipe back in and alrighty. When you get that hole re-drilled, you can take your wires, put them right back through the base of the motor or the base of the head. Slide your nut back down. It's got a little groove right there that you can slide that nut back into and just then you get the base screwed back down. Pull you around here to this side. Now you just got your wires coming out of your base here. Now the only thing you want to do, you want to cut, you don't want them long, so you want to cut them down. That way you ain't got all this tied all back up in here. So I'm gonna cut this down. I'm gonna cut these down, put them back together. So we're gonna cut these off a tad bit shorter here. This right here is what I'm using to put my wires back together with. This is a 10 gauge. It's the uninsulated butt connectors with the heat shrink tubes. That's what I'm going to use to put it back together with. Get these cut down. Get that slid in there and get it crimped down. When you get it all crimped down, you just slide your heat shrink over them. Let me find my cigarette lighter. Once you get them heat shrink back together, all you do is just slide them back in the head. I'm gonna go ahead and put the head of the Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and get some screws back in it here. And that's it for cutting down the shaft on the trolling motor. Now it's a whole lot shorter. You get the nice 36-inch shaft. This is what it looks like. So I appreciate you watching. Like I said, if you found this helpful, please leave me a like. I appreciate everything, guys. Thanks.